हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। तो आज हम पढ़ेंगे फेमस आर्किटेक्ट्स एंड देयर वर्क्स। तो हम कुछ एकदम फेमस आर्किटेक्ट्स और उनके जो फेमस वर्क्स हैं जो हमें जेई और नाटा के प्रिपरेशन के लिए काम आएंगे, तो आज हम उसके लिए पढ़ेंगे। ओके। ऐसे तो बहुत सारे आर्किटेक्ट्स हैं, बट कुछ आर्किटेक्ट्स ऐसे हैं कि जिनके वर्क्स एकदम नोटेबल होते हैं। तो फेमस आर्किटेक्ट्स, फर्स्ट वन इज अल्वर एल्टो। तुमको ये याद करने हैं। ओके। एग्जाम में एप्टीट्यूड में क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं इनके ऊपर कि हु इज अल्वर एल्टो, व्हाट इज हिज ड्यूरेशन, लाइफ ड्यूरेशन, which type of architect he is a Finnish architect. He is known as the father of modern Scandinavian design and also became famous for his furniture and glassware. वो किस लिए फेमस है? जैसे लॉरी बेकर है, वो ब्रिक वर्क के लिए फेमस है। ऐसे ही अल्वर अल्टो फर्नीचर एंड ग्लासवेयर डिजाइन के लिए फेमस है। His works are modernist and functional. What type of work he does is modernist and functional. Okay. Alvar Aalto received international acclaim with the competition of the Paimio tuberculosis Centrorium Paimilo in Finland. Okay. So his Paimo Santorium is a former tuberculosis sanatorium in Paimio, Finland. This is his building he has designed. The Santrium building established Alto's dominance of the international style and, more importantly, emphasized Alto's attention to the human side of design. The patient's room, with the specially designed heating, lighting, and furniture, are the models of integrated environmental design Alvar Aalto Paimio chair in 1932 assisted patient breathing. He designed this kind of chair, which is functional lighting and heating chair for in patients' room in hospitals. Okay, this is the chair. Okay, you need to remember this all the things. The term Nordio-classism has been used to describe Alvar Aalto's work. What the word describes him is Nordic classicism. Many of his buildings combine sleek lines with richly textured natural materials such as stone. Teak, teak is kind of material which is teak wood, we call it. It's a type of wood, and rough heave logs. Nordic classicism was regarded as a mere interlude between two far more well-known architectural movements, natural romanticism or Judicial, as equidistant or parallel or to Art Nouveau. Art Nouveau is the art style, and functionalism, aka modernism. He is the architect towards the modernism. Le Corbusier, maybe you know him, he's a very famous architect. He is French-born architect and city planner from 1887 to 1965. He is a pioneer of modern architecture that led him as a major proponent of Bauhaus movement and the international trend. Bauhaus is his building's name, okay? And for his this building is Villa Sauveur in France, ground floor. This is the entrance of it. The building design incorporates the five tenets of his architecture and the piloty, the independence of the structural frame from the external skin, the free plan of the interior accommodation, the free elevation, and the roof garden. He declared that a house would be a machine for living, which means not reducing man to the level of an automation, but lifting him as a precise environment in totally as precision. Ventilation, sound insulation, sun traps in winter, and sun shields in summer will all a part of the precision of Le Corbusier ideals for a total environment. His later include Unit D Habitation, Notre Dame at Ronchamp, France. This is that Unit D Rehabilitation Center and Notre Dame. Next is Antonio Gaudí. He is the Barcelona-based Spanish architect whose free-flowing works was greatly influenced by nature. He is the Spanish architect. Okay. Then his distinctive style is characterized by the freedom of form, voluminous color and texture, organic unity. Gaudí worked almost entirely is or near Barcelona. Much of his career was occupied with the construction of Exarchipelago Temple of the Holy Family. This is the Sagrada Familia, Barcelona, Spain. This is his work. His work is inspired by nature. He is Spanish architect, Barcelona based. These things you need to remember about a particular architect, what you are learning. First, his name, his year, his buildings, one or two. Famous buildings, only famous. And what buildings, okay, wait, I'll show you what things you need to remember about the architect if you are learning it. I'll specify. तो उस हिसाब से आपको ये करना पड़ेगा, ओके। तो फर्स्टली हम नेम ऑफ आर्किटेक्ट, ईयर, ओके। तो इनके हम बिल्डिंग्स और वर्क्स यू कैन से, फिर उसके बाद उनका आर्ट स्टाइल, what type of architect he or she is. Okay, these things you need to remember. And one thing, material they use oftenly. Okay, तो ये 3-4 चीजें हमें ध्यान रखनी होगी बिफोर or after learning about a specific architect. Okay. Then Walter Gropius. He is well-known architect, but sometimes only, मतलब कभी-कभी ही J में आता है. Okay. तो he founded the Bauhaus School of Design, which is dominant force of architecture's applied arts in 20th century. He believed that all the design should be functional as well as aesthetically pleasing. His Bauhaus school pioneered as a functional, severe, simple architecture style featuring the elimination of surface decoration and extensive use of glass. Okay, then Louis Kahn. Louis Kahn is the very famous architect, and questions come in J paper 2 as well as sometimes in NATA exam also. तो इनका जो डिजाइन है, ही इज द अमेरिकन आर्किटेक्ट. हर आर्किटेक्ट के आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मैंने जो ये 4 पॉइंट्स आपको अभी बताए हैं, ये 4 पॉइंट्स जरूर होंगे. ये 4 पॉइंट्स मैं आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में अवेलेबल कर दूंगी, जिससे आप हर आर्किटेक्ट की स्पेसिफिकेशन जब आर्किटेक्ट के बारे में पढ़ रहे हो, ना कि पूरी थ्योरी पढ़ो, ये स्पेसिफिक पॉइंट्स के हिसाब से आप पढ़ो. ठीक है. तो नेक्स्ट आर्किटेक्ट है लुई खान. तो इन्होंने बनाया जॉनस सल्क इंस्टीट्यूट, किम्बल आर्ट म्यूजियम, कैपिटल कॉम्प्लेक्स इन ढाका. ओके, तो ये है वो म्यूजियम. Khan's architecture is notable for its simple Platonic forms and composition. Through the use of brick and poured in place concrete masonry, he developed a contemporary and monumental architecture that maintained a sympathy for the site. While rooted in international style, Khan's architecture was an amalgam of his Buick's art education and a personal aesthetic impulse to develop his own architectural forms. His philosophical concepts, silence and lights, Silence represents the darkness of the beginning, and the light symbolizes the source of life, the inspiration of creative act. And the fifth point जो आपको याद रखना है, उनकी saying क्या है, उनका thought process of designing क्या है. जैसे इनका है silence and light. This is their saying about style of designing a building. नेक्स्ट है अडोल लोज. इनका नाम याद कर लो, एंड देन ही इज द यूरोपियन मॉडर्न आर्किटेक्चर. दिस ये सब चीज़ें याद कर लो. इन्होंने बनाया कैफे म्यूजियम. ये जे के हिसाब से इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, तो इनकी सिर्फ आप बिल्डिंग्स देख लो और मटेरियल्स देख लो कि क्या क्या आएंगे. ओके. नेक्स्ट है लुडविग माइस वेंटररोई. ही इज द इम्पोर्टेंट आर्किटेक्ट, जर्मन born architect and educator, widely acknowledged as one of the 20th century greatest architect by emphasizing open space and revealing the industrial material used in construction. He helped define modern architecture. He is commonly referred to was addressed as Myers, his surname, along with Le Corbusier and Frank Lloyd Wright. He is widely regarded as one of the pioneer masters of modern architecture. He called his buildings skins and bones architecture. He sought a rational approach that would guide the creative process of architectural design, but he always concerned with expressing the spirit of modern era. He is often associated with his quotation of the Aphorius, less is more, God is in details. ये दोनों इनकी सेइंग है, लेस इज मोर एंड गॉड इज इन डिटेल्स. तो इसके बारे में आपको पढ़ना है. अगर इसको एक्सप्लेन करने एग्जाम में मल्टीपल चॉइस में ही आएगा ऑब्वियसली, बट अगर इसको एक्सप्लेन करने आ गया तो आपको पता होना चाहिए इसका मीनिंग क्या है अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज पर्सपेक्टिव. ओके. देन ये सब चीज़ें याद कर लो. उन्होंने क्या क्या डिज़ाइन किया. ग्लास स्काईस्क्रैपर एंड सीग्राम बिल्डिंग. This is Seagram building and Franet's Worth house. Okay. Aldo Rossi is not important as JE. Okay. और कार्लोस कार्पा भी नहीं है. देन जेम्स स्टर्लिंग भी नहीं है, बट इनका कभी कभी पूछा जा सकता है. तो ही इज अ ब्रिटिश आर्किटेक्ट. देन स्टर्लिंग्स अर्ली डिजाइन स्पेशली फॉर कैम्ब्रिज एंड ऑक्सफोर्ड mainly emphasized concept over aesthetic and ulterior needs. His later works appeared more formal due to the influence from postmodern classicism, criticized for his ability to continual alter his fundamental architectural principles. Sterling uses as experimental design approach that shows little commitment to one particular style. His works Cambridge University जो बहुत ज़्यादा famous है, and Stadtlerli in Stuttgart, Germany. Okay. Then Louis Henry Subian, he is not important. As JE point of view, he's obviously is famous and very great architect, but as JE point of view, I'm judging JE and Nata point of view, I'm judging that which architect is important and which architect is not important. Okay. Christopher Wren is can come in JE and Nata. तो इनकी बिल्डिंग है St. Paul Cathedral in London. He was accorded responsibility for rebuilding 52 churches in city of London after the Great Fire in 1666, including his masterpiece St. Paul Cathedral on Ludgate Hill, completed in 1710. He is noble anatomist, astronomer, geometer, mathematician, physicist, as well as an architect. Next, very important, very important architect as per JEE paper 2 and NATA syllabus and previous year questions. Always हर बार इनका क्वेश्चन आएगा ही आएगा for sure. ओके. तो इनका जो his name is Frank Lincoln Wright. Okay. He's American architect, he's interior designer, writer, educator who designed more than 1,000 structures, 532 of which were completed. Wright believed in designing structures that were in harmony with humanity एंड इट्स environment, ये सब चीजें आएगी उनकी style of designing a building. Philosophy he called organic architecture. Okay, philosophy of each architect. The philosophy was best explained by falling water, the best example of all time. This is the falling water building. Okay, from here water falls and building is still there. You can see this building, it is still there. Okay, Robbie House, he designed. Tadao Ando is also a famous architect. According to the J, he is important. Okay, so Ando's architecture style is called haiku effect, emphasizing nothingness and empty space to represent the beauty of simplicity. He favors designing complex spatial circulation while maintaining the appearance of simplicity. A self-taught architect, he keeps his Japanese culture and language in mind while he travels around Europe for research. These are his buildings. He is not important according to the JE point of view. Okay. He is also not. मतलब इनको आप पढ़ो बट जे के हिसाब से इनको नहीं पूछा जाता. ओके, जो पूछे जा रहे हैं मैं वो बताती हूँ. और भी आर्किटेक्ट्स के हम मतलब और भी आर्किटेक्ट्स फेमस आर्किटेक्ट्स हैं जो कि इंडियन आर्किटेक्ट्स हैं, उनकी वीडियो नेक्स्ट पार्ट में आएगी. देन नेक्स्ट इज नॉर्मन फॉस्टर. ही इज द इंग्लिश आर्किटेक्ट. His company has an international practice. He is United Kingdom's biggest builder of landmark office buildings. His remarkable buildings and urban projects have transformed cityscapes, renewed transportation systems, and restored city centers all the world. Aesthetically, technologically, groundbreaking projects. His recent projects are some of the most remarkable projects of the last year. Reconstruction of Rheinstag in Berlin, design of Great Court at British London, Millennium Bridge, New Hong Kong International Airport. This is the high-tech modern style view of 30 St. Mary X. Okay. Then Czech Lab Cock Airport. तो इस वीडियो के लिए इतना ही. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. तब तक आप पढ़ते रहिए और जेई के सिलेबस के अकॉर्डिंग वीडियोस आएगी अब से चैनल पे रोज. देन कीप वॉचिंग. और जो और भी फेमस आर्किटेक्ट है जो जेई और नाटा के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है अकॉर्डिंग टू जेई पेपर 2 एंड नाटा, वो इस चैनल में आएगी. और फेमस आर्किटेक्ट का पार्ट 2 भी आएगा. सो तब तक आप इस वीडियो को स्टडी करिए, इन आर्किटेक्ट्स के बारे में स्टडी करिए. तब तक मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. थैंक यू. बाय.